It's November 3rd. I climbed up here on the ridge this morning. So far, I just seen one small buck pushing some does, and I've had a coyote come by at first light. The big buck that we've been after, he kind of moved out where he's been all of October, and now he's kind of in this area. He daylighted twice, Monday and Tuesday. And this morning, I got 2 pictures of him up on the ridge. He was kind of in this area where I'm sitting this morning, and when I was sneaking in here this morning, I bumped a deer. I don't know if it was him or not. I really hope it was him. It's about 11 o'clock this morning. I've had a very eventful hunt. I've probably seen 10 to 12 different deer this morning. 2 with 3 smaller bucks. And then I saw him a target buck twice. The one time he was probably at 60 yards, and then the other time I saw him, he was on the other side of this valley right here. The bucks are chasing. A lot of the smaller bucks are chasing. I'll probably end up sitting all day, but hopefully it gives us an opportunity. A little mid-afternoon update here. It's been a little slow. I saw a couple, I think I saw 2 small bucks, a couple does. That big buck was on camera about 200 yards away from here, around 11:50. So he's still in the area. Hopefully he shows up tonight. We just made it out of the woods. It was a crazy hunt. We probably saw 30 deer total, a bunch of different bucks, smaller bucks, a couple basket 8-pointers, and then we saw that big one twice. But man, that was crazy. Just classic rut hunt. Chasing, grunting, fighting. We'll be back at it tomorrow. and so forth. I'm sitting back up here by the ridge again this morning. So far, I just seen one spike, and then I seen a big chase going on up on the side hill of the ridge. Couldn't tell how many bucks there were, how big, but they were chasing up there. Hopefully we can have as good of a day as yesterday. Made a little midday switch, came down here in the bottoms. Last night, a lot of the deer I saw that came from this direction. So hopefully tonight we'll be able to see where they're coming out. Well guys, I just messed up on the big one. I look up and I see him coming down the bottom. He's coming right to me all by himself. So I grab my bow, I'm ready. But there's no wind, it's dead quiet. And he's looking up in my direction the whole time, so there's nothing I can do. Instead of walking the foot plot broadside where I can get a shot, he decides to come straight into the woods, right at the base of my tree. He was probably at 10 yards. The whole time he just knew there was something was up. I was moving a little bit, just trying to stay square with him. But he ended up busting. He ran about 30 yards and then he stopped and he walked back in the direction he came from. I'm just glad to see that he's still on the property, but man, there wasn't a whole lot I could do, but
well, I just made it out of the woods. In total tonight we saw 4 does and then that big buck. It was an unfortunate situation. He was coming in. I saw him coming from a ways away, down the bottom, but I was ready for him. Instead of him taking the food plot like all the deer do, he decided to hook up into the woods and come right to me. And there was no wind. It was dead quiet. And I was just, all I could do was just stand there with my bow in my hand. I was moving a little bit, trying to stay square with him in case he looked away. I was going to draw back. So between that and I was probably a little skylined a little bit. Not a lot of leaves left on the trees. But yeah, it was cool encounter, but hoping I didn't spook him too bad. Hopefully we can catch up with him again in the next few days.